Monroe starts when a woman comes into a home that she's inherited, that she didn't know she'd inherited from her grandmother. The home is currently occupied by squatters, and the audience soon finds out that one of those squatters is her sister. I think one of the things that Dominic Morisseau was touching on is this idea of home ownership within the African American community and inherited wealth. And even today, when the majority of white families are homeowners, the majority of African Americans still are not homeowners. Well, one of the things that she does in this play is provide home ownership. And I think that what Morisseau wants us to do is to recognize that home ownership, particularly in this community, comes with its challenges. But ultimately, there is triumph in the ability to own a home in the United States in this community. And among these women, Monroe is actually a neighborhood in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Philadelphia. And it is a traditional African-American neighborhood. What is true in the play was a dynamic that was happening then, is that there were a number of people trying to hold on and preserve this traditional neighborhood, while at the same time the land or the property had value, and developers were also threatening to destroy that neighborhood. So, I'm a resident of the Third Ward, and I purposely chose to live there because it's one of Houston's historic African-American communities. And in the Third Ward, there is a project called Project Row Houses, which was to preserve a lot of the houses that emerged as Houston's vibrant African-American community was becoming involved in home ownership. And of course, those houses were threatened, as what happens a lot in developing neighborhoods or as developers move into neighborhoods. And a group of people got together and decided that, no, we're going to preserve the legacy that exists here. So I think for Houstonians who are aware of that work, who are aware of the challenges and the triumphs of home ownership in Houston, that they'll find a lot to relate to what's going on in Monroe. So even though it doesn't take place in Houston, in that way, it is very much a play that Houstonians will relate to. I'm Derek Livingston. I'm the Artistic Director of Stages, and I invite you to come see Monroe playing now at Stages in the Levitt Theater.